the last note of it. A serious what in Tarnation? What'd they do? Lace that with some freaking. What'd they do? Spike that later? I spiked the later. Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. If you wouldn't mind joining me as I descend into madness. Okay. Get my way. Alright. I'm gonna go this way. Let's see. Very dark down here. Nope. I need a key. Gotta get the key. Okay, already messing up. Incarnations. Something up with that entirely. I'm gonna chill by this fire for a second. Alright, let's get down up in here. What in the world? Alright. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in the storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. That is good. Okay, so I gotta do something here. What's that? What is that? Why are we making noises? Oyo! Oh my god, it's so bright. What's happening? Okay.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
Cuprit. Aquafortis. You got a chemistry pot. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitide. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but as I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aquafortis, and I hope it will produce a more even solution. My brain is not on the reading today. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violent to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Well, I got a bunch of junk I gotta grab, I guess, from the wine cellar. Sounds like fun. Get my sanities now chilled out. Okay. Well, I guess I have to go all back to the wine cellar. Okay. Oh yeah, but I don't have a key to the wine cellar yet. The other side. I think I know, I just come from the other side. Okay, so it's gonna be left or right up here. archives might hold. We have zombies. We have zombies.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Well. Nothing has to go to different parts of the world and go do stupid stuff like that. Okay. Inward door. Inward. Not an outward, inward. Oh, no. These are long drawers. A long drawer. Your brain's rotten, apparently. Grab it. What's this? What we got? Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will run for a total of 3 years, and my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg, is to recommend my services to the Persian royal court within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal, Wilhelm, House of Gyari. Okay, what's up with the whirring? Are we worrying? It's our first monster. Yeah, I don't see Jack. That's okay. I gotta loot up anyways. Bro, the whirring is crazy. Okay.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
And that's why we don't mess around in abandoned places. constantly hunting for a key. I gotta get that key. I'm so spooked and scared. It's just a book following me. How many tunes we got? We got Mozart. Not too bad. Pretty good piano player right there. Pretty good. Come on, open up. This is getting way too high. That's one. Open up. Okay, we got Historia Loca Doom Doom. Hey man. I heard that. I heard the boo-goo. I heard him. Okay. What, crouching? Man, I ain't scared of you. Where you at? Making all that ruckus. What was that? Sit down. Monster. Why is the door slightly ajar? Who did that? We're gonna find something over here. What's this? Yeah. Hello, Mia. Oh my god.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
That's what you get for messing with something in the desert, I guess. Which I had no business messing with. Talk about reinforcing stuff. You should reinforce this whole entire house, man. My brain is just rotted. Okay, I gotta get some light up in here. Ooh, what's this? This the last note of it? A serious what? Incarnation. What'd they do laced that with some freaking... What'd they do? Spike that letter? Spike the
17th
letter.
May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
Incarnations, bro, what? Did this
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Well, I have to seek sanity and help real quick, man. Chilling, like. Oh, that's what all that ruckus was about. Okay, I guess the only way forward is through that hole in the wall. Let's see, what do we got around here? What do we got around here? There's something around here to bust that down. To bust it down. What about a bug? Bug go boo gobbly boo. That was terrible. Bull crap. Bull crap. Dumb, man. God almighty.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Uh-oh, I hear him. Oh, it is. Okay, so is it books? Serious? Let me find the rest of these books. Here's the other one. Fudge? Come on. I did it, I did it. Okay, before I go in there, guess what? Why would you hide a piece of note behind glass, man? There you go. Now, Arstadt und Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Lost local folklore. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brandenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes, as picturesque as could be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as an exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twist on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. Okay, the Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30-Year War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duties got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever deigned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers as they seem to follow some ambition to still living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside deep burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark? Oh my God! Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in a local inn for a fortnight battle pass. As he looked for remnants of kingdom past during his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he was mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in northern and northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods? What happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brandenburg lives an elusive life with his family in a castle nearby, in Altstadt, and like most of those noble births, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals a little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from Limelands claiming the role as protector of the Persian state. Alexander helped this region flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, therefore birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This fed the idea that the Baron is in fact one and the same, who come from the west over 300 years ago. It's crazy. Lived through time of occupation and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of his country, of this country. Okay, there's a lot of reading. A lot of reading. Okay, time to grab whatever's in this room. And if finding the key wasn't enough, the monster tried to get me. What we got? Just to get out of this room. But it turned out just to be a big old fluke. Okay. There you go. Regarding the closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research log. Enough with their absent-minded handling of human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the force and is killing my trustful servants. My trusty servants. It's just a matter of time till they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would in sense solve both of my problems. Alright, weird. What's this? I did not see nothing else particularly useful in that room. Hello. I think it's safe to just get off on out of here. What? Hey! Put your back down in my hands. How dare you? Oh, I didn't see this before. We got here. Ooh. I'm just chilling here for a second. Okay. Absolute psycho bonkers crazy. What carnations? Hey, sir, I got a question for you. Where do I need to go? Bird disappeared immediately. What kind of noise was that? What kind of noise was that? He ain't playing around, is he? This little monster's got some piano fingers, tell you what. Get out of here. Ow, what the freak, man? How dare you? Nice. Not nice at all, man. Not nice at all. How dare you beat on me? Okay. More jump. Alright, see if I got that W memory on where this place is. Where this wine cellar is. It's down this way. Right? Yes! Oh my god. Alright, let's get in here and get what we need. Alrighty guys, I think I'm gonna call it quits for now. If y'all like this type of content, be sure to leave a like on the video, and as always, please subscribe to the channel. It keeps the videos coming. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in part 3.